So why mass timber?
In a word, it's transformational. It will represent, I think, the best in the future of what we aim to be in terms of service to the public. It is a building that we designed and worked with the contractors to make sure would be welcoming and inviting. We want it to be, in effect, a cultural living room for the people of Evanston and also for Greater Cincinnati. We want it to be a building that, of course, is sustainable, speaks to the basic core mission and desire of our organization, but also is a fun place to be. But on the broader scale, but on the more intimate, personal scale, what evidence we've seen is that building with this kind of material actually improves the health environment and the environment for our workers and our visitors to the building. And in addition to that, because of the unique requirements we have for acoustical considerations, this material actually will provide better sound insulation for us, especially with relation to low frequency rumble, which is the bane of anybody recording audio, as compared to other building materials. So it's perfect for a radio or for a broadcast facility.
Acoustics, above all, were the number one priority here. And so when we have an open space like this with a lot of hard surface, even though we have a lot of wood, you still have hard surfaces with concrete and glass. So you tend to get a lot of reverberation if you have a forced air system. All of the heating and cooling is done from the slab. And so underneath this slab, you have a lot of tubing. But it's hooked to boilers and chillers. And so in the summer, we're gonna use the chilled water to cool this slab, and that essentially pulls heat out of the space. And then in the winter, we reverse that and put heat in the slab. That has a couple benefits. It's very quiet, it's basically noiseless. It's a higher level of comfort because you're not blowing air on people. And because we have so much glass here, it overcomes a lot of that radiant heat transfer that we get with the sun beating in.
Yeah, this one is special. One, because people are going to be able to see it. The design community in Cincinnati has really embraced the idea of mass timber. I can't tell you how many architects and designers and contractors and owners that are interested in it, but no one's really ready to jump into it. And so to be able to come and see a building like this and walk into it and just feel it, you just can't walk into that building and not come out with a smile on your face, right? Like it hits you different.
When I originally found out it was a mass timber building, we were excited.
Mass timber is really unique within the construction world because it's the only construction material that grows naturally for free, and it encapsulates carbon in the process as well as emitting oxygen into the environment. So it's really an amazing product that we're able to take forest products and encapsulate carbon in the structures as opposed to emitting it into the atmosphere. The idea was to incorporate mass timber as a design methodology, but not only are we expressing the beauty of wood, but we're actually using the strength of wood to support the building, not only from a gravity load, but uniquely here in Cincinnati, and this is atypical. Usually you'll have concrete or steel cores. We're actually using mass timber CLT for the core. So it really shows the variety of applications, all while expressing the beauty of wood.
Most of the building that is open uses post and beam for the structural system. And then the studios are in this box right here. And it's a very different expression of the wood. So you're getting big solid walls with windows in them, but that it is still a very solid box. And then the rest of the building is more like a forest of columns that you can move around. You can see the structure supporting it. And then there are special moments in the building, such as where the shear walls are. We placed the stairs there so that you would have this great view of the shear wall going from the first floor all the way up to the roof. And then the stairs themselves are made out of the same structural system. So the guard that is the side of the stairs is a glulam beam, the same as was used for supporting the floors and the roof.
When you're talking about traditional steel concrete building, I would say there's more moving pieces, things to coordinate. You don't have that with this mass timber.
It's really our partnership with Cincinnati Public Radio. Their priority for this job was to be sustainable. Hopefully that was one of the reasons they selected Skanska as their construction manager is for our commitment to sustainability also. The benefits of it versus a steel or a concrete building, how fast it goes together, how clean it goes together, the lack of waste, the lack of concrete trucks coming to the job, or the amount of less waste and less mess when you're fireproofing steel per se, or having to do the extra weld testing and things like that. Just a mass timber building has so many extra benefits compared to a steel or a concrete building.
So I'd say the biggest advantage is the speed, how quickly these can go up. The other thing is the simplicity about most of the designs and the connections. A lot of these fit together. There's usually very little to no welding or anything like that done on the job site. A lot of things are prefabricated and come in and they just kind of slot together. So it's very simple stacking construction and quickly, which saves significantly on costs.
Working with the team at Skanska has been tremendous. The work speaks for itself. It's just right now already is an eye-catching, beautiful building, and we can't wait to see the finished product.